shit matchup.
Alright, spawning in the bottom position is the teal Zerg hendralisk.
And at the top left, we have the blue Zerg MP Safa, or known as TeriusPrime.
Whoosh. Now, in ZBZ, all I know is that it's like a giant ant fight. There's just lings everywhere, and then eventually they evolve into roaches or banelings. You know, it's kind of like if you had two trainers in Pokemon and they all had Rattatatas that were level 1, and it was just like, man, I really hope my Rattatatas win and get that critical hit or something, you know?
So it does from Terius here. Looks like we're going to see a 9 pool.
Yeah. They had a 9 pool.
Looks like hendralisk is planning to go either a 14-14 or a hatch first off of this.
And I'm kind of hoping that that's just going to be hard countered by a 9 pool because I hate ZVZ. But, alas, poor Yorick.
You better cross the fingers for 15 hatch.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 13. And, I mean, you don't drone scout in this matchup, so God knows what's going to happen now. Now, TeriusPrime is all like, yo, dog, I got my gas now. Oh, it's an extractor trick. That's hot, actually. Get that extra drone out, damn. And now we have the pool going down. It's a 15 pool. Probably going to be 14 hatch or something. I don't know how the game works.
Yeah, 15 pool into like a 15-16 hatch. Most likely it's going to be the opener. It's like one of the safest openings besides a 14-14.
Yeah, I mean, as long as TeriusPrime doesn't do anything silly, like, you know, salvage his main hatchery or anything, we're probably going to be fine. The lings are on the way, however. This could do a lot of damage. I'm curious if did he send a drone ahead of time? No. So he's not. There won't be any like shenanigans of like, you know, like spine crawler rushes or anything like that. Now the overlord of hendralisk is like, oh, okay, there's some lings coming at me. Not even mad. His pool will be done in time. He could probably get some lings on the way for the arrival of other lings, but he may have to cancel his natural.
Yeah.
Which would suck.
I'm assuming the follow-up for this is he's not going to go all in because he hasn't taken any gases. He's just going to go for Terius. He's just going to take another hatchery and go get his expansion after denying hendralisks.
Yeah, and I think that would make a lot of sense. I mean, deny the fast expand by your opponent, and then just expand yourself, you know, and then just get ahead. I mean, I know Terius stated before the game, he's like, you know what, I want this to be a short game, please, but he may not get that. He does have a ling advantage. He's probably going to try to do some game-winning damage with these lings, but I mean, if you look at the APM tab, like Terius is breaking that 200. He's breaking that 200 mark now. He's in 300 right now in these little battles here, these ling fights, fighting him in the choke though. But the queen is out. Terius's hopes of an incredibly short game are over. We may see. Actually, what's he doing? He's droning up, but he hasn't taken. Okay, now he's going to expand. So I mean, he's still fine. Like it's not. He can still. I mean, expanding right now is still totally fine. His expansion's ahead of hendralisk's technically. They're both pretty much expanding at the same time, and I don't really think either player has an advantage. So, to be perfectly honest, I'm not really sure if this did anything actually at all. I'm not sure if that pressure literally did anything.
Well, Terius does have just a 1 drone lead. Now it's tied up, but he is taking a gas before hendralisk here, so we could be seeing some kind of gas for either roach pressure or just baneling defense.
Yeah, totally possible. I mean, yeah. So it was pretty. The pressure pretty much did almost like nothing, really.
Yeah, you kind of just set the game back.
It was just kind of like, you know what? Let's have a little micro battle at the start, and then we'll go and do a normal game.
Alright, so there's a couple choices you can go. You can either go the melee route, get some Muta, or just go into Infestor Ling Spine to defend from like a Roach Infestor composition and try to get really fast Ultralisk, just to hard counter the Roach, or they can go Roach, whatever. There's a lot of you can either pretty much go melee or you can go ranged attack.
Yeah, and there's a lot of options, I guess. I mean, ZVZ, is he gonna go the Roach route? Is he gonna go the Baneling route? Ling speed is on the way, so he may be thinking, I could go for a little Ling bling, baby, a little Ling bling, but it's just hendralisk doesn't have any gas, right? Yeah, the Baneling nest is on the way, and I actually honestly think that without any gas for hendralisk, Maybe he's assuming that his opponent is droning up, and I mean, yeah, he's making drones. Surely he's making drones. He's actually ahead, but
He's taking
with this
all
link
his
speed and this
gas.
baneling nest, I feel like hendralisk may not have enough in time. He does not have his own baneling nest. He's getting the roachborn, but this is going to leave a small timing window where hendralisk is going to be vulnerable to the ling speed before he actually has roaches out.
Yeah, but he does have 3
And the
queens
bang
at the natural and a spine crawler, so I mean, queens
I think
are
it really
super tanky.
depends. Yeah, I mean, I think it mostly depends right now on how many lings is TeriusPrime going to make for his push. I mean, he has a lair on the way, so he may not even... He may just be like, I'm just going to go for like Ling Infester or something.
Yeah.
But he's got like a couple Lings. Like, okay, speed's done. Look around. He has a couple Banelings, but with this Queen wall, Banelings aren't really going to do that much. And with the Roaches coming out, it's like, okay, I have Banelings. Actually loses one for free. Really big blunder. But now there's a Spine, and now, okay, he's going to be able to get Roaches, and he's starting his lair. So Terius, yeah, his lair is going to be about 40 seconds ahead of his opponent, but is he going to do anything with it? I want to know.
I think Terius is just going to go into 2-base Muta, just all in, because he's putting up the spines here and another spine here, and he hasn't taken any type of expansion, or looks like he wants to take any type of expansion.
I mean, it looks like I don't know. I think he wants to expand. He made a lot of drones. He's way oversaturated. I feel like.
Okay, yeah, the drone's going to the 3rd here right now.
So he's going to be expanding. I don't think you would want to make. You don't want to oversaturate that badly. He is undersaturated. One of the geysers in his natural, however. So it's, it's like yeah, but then it's like no, and it's like yeah. So he's gonna get his 3rd faster than hendralisk, and hendralisk is the one that's really technically playing economically. They both are at 50 drones. They're both like, well, now I got enough drones. My body is ready to expand and whatnot. But I think it's a little tricky. Now, hendralisk will have the option of putting pressure on the 3rd of Terius, because Terius's rocks are still in place.
Yeah, and also there is no Evo chambers for Terius here that I see, so he'll have no Ling upgrades while the Roaches are getting +1 attack just about to finish.
I think he's gonna do it because he's going Skyzerg. I think he's gonna go double Spire Muta. Well,
we do have one Evo chamber happening.
Evo chamber's going down. I guess you've not seen a Skyzerg play. I thought Muta Corruptor is a pretty sick comp.
I think this is kind of. I think hendralisk should already have a macro hatch by now. I think it's really late that he doesn't have one. So I think a macro hatch should be put down around 7:30 to like 10 minutes, and anything after is just pretty late, even with this 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, now we have the Overlord's poop and creep for a little bridge. We have a Roach Warren finally on the way for Terius. Another 2 spines. He's like, you know what, man, there's roach pressure. Dem roaches, son, dem roaches. And his creep spread's going to hurt him a little bit because these roaches are going to get to his base a little bit faster now.
Yeah. Well, I think he's going to poke up here to see what he has, but then he wants to deny this 3rd. That's the main goal for this push.
Yeah, and like I said, there's rocks. He's making Banelings, and hendralisk doesn't even have any Lings. He's gonna go for a Ling counterattack though, and this could do a lot of damage. Hendralisk is making Banelings. He does have one. This Baneling, if he got it, he can hit a home run with this bad boy. Does not look like he will do it. He has like Banelings positioned in really cute spots. So I actually think hendralisk is gonna make a really big push. He's up so high in supply. I think hendralisk is just gonna kill him here.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have to fight these spine crawlers right now. He could just run by him into the main, and he would have no answer.
Terius has money, but he's going to make mutalisks now, but he has to wait so long. He's going to lose everything to these roaches first.
Yeah, he's on 2 base. I mean, he's losing the queens, he's losing the spine crawlers. More roaches are just streaming across the map right now.
And yeah, I think that's... I don't think he can... I mean, the Mutalisk, yeah, he's going to have mutas, but hendralisk is going to have burrows soon, and he has the +1 attack, so he's going to be able to, like, pretty much kill everything before the Mutalisks can kill the roaches. Yeah, and then he can burrow, restore health. There's no Overseer on the field yet, so he's just going to, exactly, he's just going to burrow. He's going to be like, you know what, man? Make your Overseer, but you're going to have a hard time killing my burrowed roaches because they're roaches, and you have Mutalisks. And it's like, yeah, the roaches can't shoot up, but the Mutalisks, they don't do that much damage to roaches.
I feel it was a pretty big blunder by Terius, just for the fact that he went Muta, but then he made a Roach Warren and got plus one attack for missiles. So I think he should have gone the Ling Mita versus trying to go like Mita Roach.
Yeah.
So I mean, he should have put more spines and just defended. You're going to see the attack on SGG.